So this is the Plimpton PlimPad P70. Say that 5 times in a row. And basically, it is a budget Android 14 tablet that comes in at about 89 bucks at the time of shooting this video. Basically, I just got this thing in and I'm gonna check it out and I'm gonna tell you, is it worth your time or money? But first of all, I gotta take it out of the box and see what you come with. So let's do that. That's not as satisfying as I thought it would be. Let's try it again. Aha. Inside the box, a little pokey pen tool. I'm guessing that's to put in the SD card, the micro SD card. USB Type-C to Type-A charging cable. You get a little 5 volt, 2 amp, 10 watt charger in the box. Check it out. Oh man, this thing actually feels pretty good. I like what they did here. Let's see if I can show. If I can show that. If you look at it, you notice they flatten all the sides, all the way around, all 4 sides, and they rounded the edges, which is pretty darn good. I like that. I'm gonna fire this up. I'm gonna set it up, and then I'm gonna spend some time with it. Then I'm gonna let you know if it's worth your time or money. It's a few seconds for you. It's probably gonna be a couple hours or a couple of days for me testing this thing out. Let go. So I've been playing around with this tablet for a little bit. I mean, it's more than a little bit. I've been playing around with it for a really extended period of time. And there's a few things that I've noticed and a few observations that I probably want to share with you. But before we jump into that, let's talk specs. So this is being powered by the all-winter A523 Octa-Core Processor, which is an ARM-based SoC, and you get 4 gigs of RAM, 12 gigabytes of storage. As you can see, it has a 10.1-inch IPS display that is being powered by a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, and it has Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth, so you could definitely connect. Also, it is relatively lightweight at 450 grams, and on the website they say you can get 12 gigs of RAM with this exact model. Well, 12 gigs of theoretical RAM, because it goes as follows. You get 4 gigs built in internally, and then you get 8 gigs of RAM from the 128 gigabytes of storage that comes on the device. But how it works is you do have to activate it in order to realize that 12 gigs of RAM. Out of the box, you do get 4 gigs of RAM, and that's not too bad because for the intended purpose and the price, 4 gigs is not bad. Another key thing to know that let you know that this $89 budget tablet is practically a really good value. You get 2 years of warranty. I think it's a limited warranty where you get a replacement if it should malfunction during that 2 years. But you know, if you drop it, break it, or anything like that, as long as it's a human component affecting the display to not work or the tablet to just break, yeah, you're not gonna get the warranty. But as long as it malfunctions somehow and you didn't have anything to do with it, you can get a free replacement within 2 years. I don't know, to me, for $89, that's pretty good, I would say. Let me know what you think. So here are a few things that I like and some of the ones that I don't like. I really like the display on this one. It is really bright, very vivid, very clear whenever you're watching stuff. So, I mean, it's not high resolution like one of those OLED displays that is got excessive amount of pixels, but it does look really good. It actually looks really pretty up close while you're watching stuff. And it definitely won't disappoint for the intended purpose. And also, on that note, intended purpose, this is definitely gonna be a main tablet for just purely entertainment. You're just gonna be watching some movies, TV shows, YouTube videos, and all that kind of stuff. You can definitely do the occasional emails, you know, read the emails, check your emails and respond to some emails and stuff like that. You can definitely do that, but I'm assuming primarily if you get this, it's gonna be an entertainment tablet. So for that purpose, I think it's good. Next thing on the note of it being an entertainment tablet, I like the fact that it got dual speakers on both sides. and they're relatively loud. They definitely do the job when you're watching it and you hold it like this, especially when you kind of cup your hands over them. All that sound keep firing, towards your ears, and you can definitely hear clearly. I've had a lot of different budget tablets that I've checked out that only come with one speaker, and as soon as you hold it, you block it and it muffles the sound. So this one, definitely for 89 bucks, come with dual speakers. That's pretty good. However, I do have a few little gripes, and like I say, I'm gonna point out some of the stuff that I like and don't like. What I don't like is the speakers could have a little bit more body. They should definitely put a little bit more of that mid-range in and a lot more bass. So what you get is a very, in my opinion, a very anemic sound. You can hear stuff, it definitely sounds good. You can hear that there's bass in some of the stuff that you're watching, but you just can't feel it. You don't get that really full impact because the sound needs a little bit more tuning. Other than that, this is lacking in that area. However, they do you good. You get Bluetooth on board so you could put on the headphones. Another thing that I really like about this one is the flat edges. I can see what they're doing right here with these flat edges. They're giving it that almost premium kind of feel. It definitely feels premium. It feels good in the hand. It is plastic. I don't think it's metal. And I also think the sides are plastic, but you definitely feel the premiumness that they're trying to exude with this design. And it definitely works in my book. As you can see there in the back, you got that one little camera. We're gonna jump on the camera. Honestly, I don't want to talk about this camera because it is a camera from a tablet. You should know very well on a budget tablet, the camera on this is not going to be as good as the camera on even a budget phone. A budget phone probably have a better camera. This one definitely lacking, especially in low light situations. It's not going to do you any good to shoot photos or videos with this, but if you're in a pinch and you definitely need to get something done, gotta take a picture of a receipt or some documents to send it to someone in an email, it could never get a job done. It's just not gonna look pretty. So I don't know, just saying. As far as the OS, it is pretty simple, really simplistic, very easy to use, very easy to navigate. I mean, I've never really had any stutters from this one. I mean, I've never pushed it enough to where I feel like I'm taxing the processor that much. I mean, it's a budget tablet, so I use it for its intended purpose, which is just a little entertainment. But you could play games on this, albeit not games that are too demanding, but you could definitely enjoy yourself. So for a kid, if you get it for your nephew, daughter, your son, or whoever, they could definitely play games and they can have a lot of fun because that all-winter processor could definitely handle some games really well. Plus, if you did that theoretical had in that 12 gigs of RAM, then it could definitely handle some of those background processes really well. Speaking of that, speaking of the OS and how smooth it is, you do get Netflix pre-installed, and as well, you have full access to the Google Play Store, so you can download almost any single app, every app that you would need to have a great time while using this thing. I've always, kind of zunked the Fire tablet because they kind of limit you within the Fire Store, so you can only download apps that is on the Fire Store. Well, this one you got the full access to the Google Play Store. You can download anything that you want, as long as it's compatible with this tablet. And so far, almost all the other apps and stuff are pretty much compatible. So on the top right here, you do get a volume rocker and a power button that you could use to, put it to sleep or wake it up. So far, I mean, in my opinion, I think the Plimpton PlimPad tablet, I think it's the P70, is definitely a really good tablet for the intended purpose. And based on that statement, my recommendation is this is not going to be for a power user. So if you're watching this video wondering if you could take it and use it as a power user, no, you're going to be totally disappointed. It got a really good processor and 4 gigs of RAM, but for a power user, you're not going to have a really great time, using this. But if you just want it for entertainment, watching some movies, videos, and occasionally checking the email and replying to emails and doing a little word processing, every now and then, definitely this one can do it. It can multitask. And if you want to do some casual gaming, while you're on the go and you're somewhere chilling and you're waiting on your appointment or whatever it is, this can definitely get that done. But my recommendation is, if you're going to get this for your kids, definitely, or your nieces, nephews, or you can definitely get it for grandma or uncle, who's, want a tablet to keep them entertained, this one could definitely do the job. And in that aspect, I could recommend it full-heartedly, saying, go ahead, hit the buy button. With that 2-year warranty, and especially you getting this one, at the time of shooting this video, it's 89 bucks. Let me double check that. Yeah, so confirm at the time of shooting this video, it is 89 bucks. And for that, I think you get some pretty good specs, a really good display. Oh yeah, I didn't show you that big ass bezel on the display, just in case you can see it. And that's how it looks in my hand. I could palm it, definitely palm it. Yeah, but yeah, like I say, for the specs, for the display, for the functionality, it's pretty smooth and all that kind of stuff. 89 bucks is a pretty good price. I don't think you're gonna come out of pocket too much, less than $100. And you get that 2-year limited warranty for replacement, just in case within that 2 year it just decide to stop working. You can send it back, holler at them, send it back, and get a replacement. But I do have to say, if you drop it and then you realize that it stopped working because you drop it, that's your bad. But if it just stopped working while you're using it, that's their bad, and they need to replace it. So for that, I think with that great limited 2-year warranty, 89 bucks is a good buy. I could definitely recommend it. So it's your boy, big up yourself, go get you one. And if you like videos like these, if you want to see more, click my face, get subscribed, or you can check out one of these other videos right here. I made them especially for you. Big up yourself.